right, to understand this model in action, you may want to ask, well, what would it look like under this model, and what would it look like under maybe a model that I might be using today in my classroom? Well, let's assume that you are a district that's pretty driven by the state accountability system, all right? Then your organizational transformation value system might be, I really want to maximize my performance on the accountability. So the kinds of questions you might ask related to, let's say, measuring the War of 1812 might be very fact-based. And in a classroom environment, the teacher might be asking, sending out worksheets and doing quizzes that query memorization types of facts. Then your standards are probably very Texas-based, not global in nature. Your assessment is not numerous in volume, it's just singular, more than likely. And that's a summative one called TAX or STAR. And your accountability system is singular also, just the Texas system. That may be the way a lot of districts work today. Take the same example and change the value set. Say, my students are going to learn about the War of 1812, but my organization value set has changed, and now I want them to know more about the War of 1812. Why did it happen? What were the conditions that led to it? What would cause it to happen again? Allowing them to work in small groups together, and even collaborating with the teacher and asking new questions that I as a teacher may not know the answers to. That's happening in this digital learning environment where the teacher is letting the students bring their own technology to school or use the school-provided technology and ask questions and find information using the internet or other resources. Maybe even doing a Skype with students in Canada and asking for their perspective, because it would be different than an American perspective. And the teacher is encouraging all of that to happen. The standards are more global in nature, so I may be measuring not just do they know the facts about the War of 1812, but what conditions might have led to this and what could cause it to happen again. Elsewhere in the world, what decisions, if they were different, might have led to a different outcome. The standards are larger in nature. The assessments are not just driven by the state system. I might be wanting to measure, did my students work well together? Did they initiate some kind of activity on their own that was not initiated by me? Did they communicate when we were having a group activity? And from an accountability point of view, I may have a rubric that I've created as a teacher that I'm going to provide to the student and to the parent to demonstrate where the student is strong and these things that I wanted to assess based on what I wanted them to know and where they need to improve. It's not all just wrapped up in one test on